Ready, set, go.
Greetings undetermined spectators of the World Wide Web. I am Tall Lanky Guy. Welcome back to Dream Daddy. We're at a wrestling match with Hugo, and it's time for this Generation Y2K guy to make his appearance. He's really playing up the millennial thing, huh?
He's sort of the boogeyman to old-timer wrestling fans.
Oh, okay. I can respect that. His opponent, the old-timer, walks out. Oh. The crowd seems to be divided in who they're rooting for. The old-timer pulls some pretty sweet moves after he takes out a walking cane from under the stage and beats Generation Y2K over the head with it. Alright, so we're really diving into the stereotypes here. Up against the ropes, Generation Y2K blinds the old-timer with the flash on his camera phone and is able to pin him to win the match. Takes a celebratory selfie with his unconscious opponent. You know, as one does. Nice. During a break, Hugo and I leave to get refills from the concession stand. We wind our way through clusters of wrestling fans to get to the line.
So, what do you think so far?
It's actually really cool. I really like it. It was amazing. Why didn't I get into wrestling sooner? You know, I'm kind of surprised. I was sort of expecting the crowd to just be a bunch of aggressive, sweaty older guys. But it's so diverse. I've even seen a bunch of families with their kids. Everybody looks super happy to be here.
Oh yeah, that's how I got into wrestling. When I was a kid, my dad used to take me and my brothers to matches all the time.
Nice. There's one gaggle of kids loitering in a corner that are exceptionally loud, even over the din of the stadium. Looking closer, I can't help but feel like these kids seem familiar. Oh no. Oh god, I know these kids. They're Hugo's students. Oh no, poor Hugo! Oh no! So, don't turn around when I tell you this, but some of your students are here. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it. I knew it! And Hugo immediately tenses up. This can't go badly.
Oh no. Oh my god. I can't let them see me here. They'll never listen to me ever again.
I position myself between the kids and Hugo, hoping that I can act as a human shield. Glance over at the group of children again, and I recognize that Colin kid. He kicks one of his friends in the shin and laughs. Stupid Colin. Man, that Colin kid is a piece of work.
Colin, if he sees me here, he'll never let it go. He's a master manipulator.
We have to get back to the relative safety of our seats. We really do. We gotta get out of here.
What's the plan?
Oh, this sounds like a mini game if I ever heard one. Create a diversion. Everyone knows that that's what works. I turn to Hugo. Hugo, I'm gonna draw their attention. While they're busy watching me, run back to the seats and I'll meet you there, okay?
Don't get hurt out there.
As Hugo begins to leave, I turn to the crowd of people and start stomping around and raising my arms, as if I were trying to frighten off a bear. This is a very, textbook style distraction that I'm doing. Hey everybody, look at me, I'm a big old wrestling fan who came all the way from Maple Bay to see this event. I wasn't that big of a wrestling fan to begin with, but in the time that I've known it, I've come to find it very endearing. I really enjoy watching those very oily boys get into fisticuffs. And I hope that you are all having a pleasant evening watching them as well. That one part of that sentence really got me. It's working. All the people near the concession stands have stopped to look at me. I feel my social anxiety hitting peak levels. There's only a finite amount of time I can keep distracting people. Quick, think of something. I don't think I can do a cartwheel, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go for it. I summon every last piece of athleticism from my body and go for the full cartwheel with a running start. I immediately fall over, laying spread eagle on the floor of the stadium. Yeah, but it's still a distraction. I'm still distracting people. While people run up and ask if I'm okay, I spot Hugo darting through the doors and back to our seats. Yes! It worked. It worked. Mission accomplished. Nice. Hugo and I sit down and breathe a huge sigh of relief.
Phew! That was close.
Now we can hide out for the rest of the night and enjoy ourselves in the comfort of anonymity within a large crowd, as I enjoy it. The lights dim again.
Oh, this is the match we've been waiting for.
The corporate shill walks out to elevator music. He's wearing a three-piece suit and sunglasses. Once he gets to the ring, he takes off his sunglasses and rips the sleeves off of his suit jacket, flexing his arms for the crowd. Okay, pretty standard. One of the people from his entourage produces a graph chart and sets it up in the center of the ring. Okay. The corporate shill grabs a microphone. Oh dear. I got a message for the Eastern Dragon. If you'll refer to the graph in the center of the ring, you'll see a quarterly projection of how much I'm about to kick your ass. The whole crowd erupts, even from that tone of voice. Now, if you'll direct your attention to the Jumbotron, you'll look up at a PowerPoint presentation titled Kicking the Eastern Dragon's Ass. Key Performance Indicators. The corporate shill takes a laser pointer and gives a lengthy presentation on just how and why he'll defeat the Eastern Dragon. He showcases several well-utilized clip art graphics. Okay, so he's done his homework. That was informative. The lights dim again and pan flute music plays. Oh. I think it's a pan flute? I'm actually not sure if I know what a pan flute sounds like. The Eastern Dragon walks out to cheers from the crowd. Aren't pan flutes a Central America thing? Hugo shrugs.
Oh, wrestling.
The Eastern Dragon stands outside of the ring and grabs a microphone. Alright, here we go. Corporate Shill, it's nice to see you again. This is not supposed to be like of any particular race, it's just, the guy's voice. That was a good presentation. The clip art was a very nice touch. He points to the corporate shill menacingly. I am looking forward to a nice and exciting match. The crowd doesn't really know what to do here. He's being very good sport about it.
He's not the best at trash talk, but I promise he's one of the most talented wrestlers you'll ever see.
Alright, the match starts and it's just as exciting as Hugo had hyped it up to be. The Eastern Dragon performs some ridiculous aerial stunts that make me concerned for his safety. He does what Hugo calls a moonsault from the top rope onto the corporate shill. The air in the stadium is electric as these two athletes lock arms and try to demolish one another. I can't help but get into it. The corporate shill pile drives the Eastern Dragon, who looks passed out in the center of the ring. He climbs up to the top rope and motions to the cheering crowd.
Oh no! He's about to do his finishing move, the corporate ladder.
Of course that's what it's called. Of course. The corporate shill poses at the top of the ropes. The Eastern Dragon still isn't moving. Could this be the end of his young career? Get up, Eastern Dragon!
You can do it, Eastern Dragon!
The corporate shill launches off of the top rope in a huge arc. He brings his elbow down on the Eastern Dragon with the full force of a Fortune 500 company putting local vendors out of business. That's a metaphor. Sure, why not? Oh no. Corporate shill pins the Eastern Dragon and the match ends. Hugo sinks into his chair. Oh no.
Man, you should have won that.
I sit down with Hugo. What a match.
Oh. It was amazing.
I think I'm a fan of wrestling now. Hugo looks over to me and our eyes catch. Of course I do. It's the third date.
I'm glad.
The event goes on and we have a little downtime before the next match. We decide to just relax in our seats to avoid the middle schoolers. Good idea. It's unlikely they would ever notice us in the upper level nosebleeds. I look up at the Jumbotron. Oh no. Oh no. Oh hey, they're doing the kiss cam thing. It zooms in on a bunch of cute couples who all do a quick smooch to raucous cheers from the crowd. Aw, that's so nice. And then it zooms in on Hugo and I.
What?
What? What? What do I do here? I look over to Hugo and see the same mortified expression on his face. The entire crowd is chanting, and neither of us know what to do. This is a hard thing because either he'll appreciate me not being ashamed of being with him, but then risk the shame of his kids not only knowing that he's a wrestling fan, but also the fact that he's with me, Mr. Embarrassment. Or I try to protect Hugo's identity, but let him down by not following the impulse to kiss him. Screw it. I'm gonna go for the risk. I slowly lean in, awkwardly tilting my head. Here we go! Cheers from the crowd erupt all around me. I look back up to the Jumbotron and see a couple making out. Oh, a couple behind us making out with full force. Oh no. Well, that was an effort I didn't need to make. Hugo and I turned beet red and slink back into our chairs.
I don't know.
So much for laying low, I guess.
The rest of the match thankfully goes off without incident. Hugo and I eventually laugh off the kiss cam and get back into the wrestling. After the show ends, he convinces me to hang back and let the rest of the crowd exit so that we wouldn't risk running into Colin and his awful group of friends. Okay, cool, well that happened. By the time Hugo and I walk back to his car, most of the wrestling fans have cleared up. The parking lot is surprisingly empty, save for a beat-up car parked a few spots down from us. We rarely keep an eye out for any stray middle schoolers as we hang out by my car. Man, that was an experience.
Hey,
Right? It's one thing to watch it on TV, but to be there in person is just wow. Thank you again. I would have never gotten to experience this if it weren't for you. It's just me and...
It's just me and Hugo in front of the car in an empty parking lot. Magic is in the air. I look down. Kind of funny about the kiss cam, huh?
oh.
Yeah, it was super funny.
But neither of us are smiling. Of course not. We look into each other's eyes and I can feel a warmth radiating from my cheeks. We stare at each other for just a little bit too long. Hey, cool shirt. Who's that? I turn around to see a guy in a hoodie and basketball shorts walking up to us, a duffel bag slung over his... Who's this guy? Who's this guy? I haven't seen one of those in years.
Huh?
Oh my god, I got it from a trade with this guy from streetsmarts.net.
I love that website. Someone always posts these awesome, super detailed breakdowns of matches in the indie circuit. Have you seen those? The names like, JJ something.
JD Slaminger!
Oh my gosh. That's Hugo. Yeah, that's him.
Those are my write-ups.
Of course they are. Of course they are. You're JD Slaminger? You're kidding. Oh man, I'm such a huge fan of your work. It's so nice to meet you. The man vigorously shakes Hugo's hand. That's the Eastern Dragon, isn't it?
Ah.
I'm honored.
Oh man, I wish I could stay and chat. I have so many questions. But I'll PM you on the forums if you ever want to talk shop.
Absolutely.
The man starts walking away. Hugo coughs nervously to get his attention again.
Is there any chance you could sign my shirt?
Of course. The guy turns around and beams. Sure thing. Wait. It all finally clicks into place for me. Yeah. You're the Eastern... There we go. There it is. There we go. I love your work. Thank you, man. Eastern Dragon signs Hugo's shirt, waves goodbye, and walks to his car. I stand there with my mouth open the entire time. Aw, I'm so glad that got to happen to Hugo. That was the Eastern Dragon.
Oh.
He likes my work.
Dude, you're like friends with the Eastern Dragon now.
He's gonna PM me.
Hugo and I high five. He's so excited he's shaking. That's adorable. Mr. Vega. Oh man. Oh no. Colin and his cronies just pop up out of nowhere. Oh no. Here we go. We're gonna have to deal with this in the next episode. So, wow, a lot of things have happened in this episode. So, it's turning out well, I think. So thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and click that like button. If you want to leave a comment to say how things are going, feel free to do that. And if you haven't subscribed, that is a thing you can do. I'll see you later.